check 1 2 1 2. We live, baby. Come on. That's right. Okay. Can you hear me now? Oh, let's go. It's your boy Big Chew, the voice of the beat.
You know what I won't
blaze up.
Come on, blaze up.
It's the beat for me.
Wah 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 for your guy, for your B-O-Y. Drop it for your guy, for your B-O-Y. Do it for your guy, for your B-O-Y. Come on, baby, we are. For your boy. For your boy. Also for your boy. Fix it for your boy. Drop it for your, lift it up. Then they bust it open, lift it up. Yeah, come on, lift it up. Then they bust it open for your B-O-Y. For your rockin' for your lift it up, baby. Mix it with your bust or not.
Come on, blaze up. You know.
Drop me a nasty beat.
What's up, y'all? How y'all doing? Happy Sunday. I hope y'all doing well. Come on in, get the likes up on the video. We are here, honey, and we got some things to discuss. So come on in, get the likes up on the video. Shout out to everybody in the building. If you are new to the channel, welcome to the dollhouse, honey. You know what I'm saying? Go ahead and subscribe. Hit that notification bell so you know when I upload and or go live. And we talk about stuff like we're about to talk about today. Now, let me tell you something. It's a lot been going on. Did y'all hear about what happened with Amy Luciani and her husband, Dwight Howard, who everybody knew was really a punk? Well, apparently she came on the internet yesterday all hysterical crying with a damn flour bag. The bag looked like it had flour in it. Turns out it was cocaine from her husband, and she was on his spazzing out crying how she been living in HE double hockey sticks. And the first thing came to my head was Royce Reed, because I'm like, Royce been talking about this. And then Royce came out and Royce said, ah, nanny boo boo. And then people looking at Royce like, oh, Royce, you wrong. But Royce like, no, it's a lot going on. I don't know if she even got to the booty part of all of this. But ultimately, that's going to come out too, because he's been a punk for a long time. I knew he was a punk when he came in the NBA. At first, he almost had me for a split second. I thought it was cute. I was like, oh, he tall, he dark-skinned, his shoulders wide, but he dark-skinned. You know what I'm saying? He tall, whatever. But then I started paying attention to his mannerisms and the things that he would say and do. And I called that boy gay years ago. I remember telling some dude, I said, that boy a punk. No. I'm telling you, big old soft punk. Now, this one thing I will say, men did admit. They did think that he was soft on the court. But when I used to say, nah, that nigga soft on and off the court, they used to tell me I was tripping. And now here it is. Here we go. So, like I said, we going to get into Amy Luciani and the Royce Reed thing. I don't think Royce Reed is wrong, but we going to get into all of that. Then we got Tasha K. Oh, Lord Jesus. Somebody send an ambulance. Somebody go do a wellness check. They say bald head Tasha around here asking for a GoFundMe to help pay her bills. Well, not her bills, but her bill to Cardi B. Girl, what is going on? We got to see what's happening. I went pulled up an article because I'm not as intelligent on the situation. And you know what I'm saying? I know my girl ain't going out like this. I know she ain't going out like this. We got to get into it. Then we got Rollie, big, fat, funky, nasty, cheesy, greasy, dirty has been accused of doing a blood ritual. See, apparently, allegedly, they said that the bitch was around here toasting to blood. Now, I don't know how true it is, but I'm probably going to go out on a limb and say it is. Yeah, it's true. Whatever they say rolling around there doing, I know she doing it because her legs is like a capital letter X. There's got to be a reason for them to keep her around. So I know whatever Daisy said she saw her doing, she was doing. And this is the worst part. Rollie came out and didn't deny it. Rollie said, you don't have no video of me. They ain't got no video. I said, there you go. So we got to get into that. And then also 50 Cent with this response back to T.I. We'll get into 50 Cent's response into this back and forth. But y'all come on in, get the likes up on the video. It's just too much happening all at once. I woke up this morning thinking I had a real good long night's sleep, all to get to my phone and to my microwave to realize it was daylight savings time. Ain't nobody told me nothing. Here it is. I'm like, ooh, girl, you woke up with the sun out. You must have slept good. This is what I said when I got up this morning. Ooh, girl, you must have slept real good, huh? You must have been tired. Girl, I'm looking at my phone, doing my little scroll before I get out the bed. Came downstairs and realized I'm missing an hour. Y'all ain't saying nothing about the daylight savings people. But anyway, so we got a longer day, and now it's daylight savings time, and I'm all off my little rocker. I don't know what's happening. But anyway, come on in, get the likes up on the video, and let's get into the show. Y'all, if you are new to the channel, like I said, please subscribe. Also, before I get into that, if you are new and don't know about my little line I do have a line called Babe. Make sure y'all check it out. The link is pinned to the top of the chat. Babe is an acronym short for Black Americans versus Everybody. I got a few items on there that I will be adding to as the time goes by. But if you are interested, please click that link and get you something. Get something for somebody. You know what I'm saying? If you don't want them for yourself, get something for somebody. Just click the link to support the doll. I appreciate each and every one of y'all. But let's get into the show. Now, before we get into this, I've seen some more stuff. I want to say I have acknowledged the fact that I have seen other things going on between Blueface and Krishan. We will be discussing that tomorrow on Malone Madness Monday because I'm just going to wait to see what else is going to happen. But when I tell you that boy Blueface done broke the internet or broke Krishan's internet, because he didn't break the internet, he just broke Krishan's internet. Because this put a real hole in a lot of her plans. So we'll get into it. Now, real quickly, before I get into the show, I want to do a couple of honorable mentions, y'all. So did y'all see Boosie was on here? I don't know what him and Kodak talking about back and forth, but he basically must have said something about Kodak or to Kodak that Kodak didn't like. And Kodak mentioned something to him, and Boosie had to go back to old school and was like, nigga, I ain't about to fix my face about nothing. Basically, I ain't clearing nothing up or I ain't straightening nothing up because I'm still a gangster too. I don't know what this is about, but we're going to get into it. It says, Boosie refuses to apologize to Kodak on live after he said he feel disrespected. So let's get into it.
Mad when I see you looking like you drugging and thugging, nigga.
See Kodak on here. Kodak Joseph Bad on the nigga.
Kodak asked me to get in the gym.
Hey, bitch, you need to get in the gym, Kodak. Bitch, you ducking all on stage, bitch. Bitch, you ducking. Bitch, you finna fall out on stage, bitch. You talking about me, bitch, you ducking. You need to shake back too, motherfucker. I barely can make it up the stairs, man. I'm tore. I still feel disrespected, buddy. You ain't clean your face. Nigga, I don't give a fuck. I don't give a fuck. I feel disrespected, nigga. I feel disrespected every time you say something about me, nigga. I don't feel disrespected. That shit ain't nothing to me, though, nigga. I don't give a fuck you feel disrespected. I spoke how I felt about the situation, nigga. Fuck. You know you wasn't supposed to fuck with that. And I ain't gotta clean my face for nobody, Kodak, bro. I'm a gangster. Like, bro, I don't gotta clean my face for nobody. Anything I say, I stand on it. You should know that, bro. I kind of went too hard on you, but that's me, man. I was mad at you, nigga. I was mad at you. I looked at you like I am to my generation. Like I am to my generation, the shit that I stand, I looked at you like you is to that generation. What you say and what you do matter, nigga. Anybody else, I wouldn't have gave a fuck. Anybody else would have did, I wouldn't have gave a fuck. But you, Any of them other rappers, them niggas could have did that, man. I wouldn't have gave a fuck. I wouldn't have gave a fuck. I don't hate you, my nigga. I don't wake up, I don't hate you, my nigga. I get mad when I see you, when I see you, man, when I see you looking like you drugging and out your fucking top, I get mad, nigga. I'm gonna tell you that. Nigga, that shit don't be no, nigga. Nigga, when I see you, nigga, I get mad, nigga.
This nigga saying the same thing.
Nigga, I ain't try to counsel you, my nigga. I didn't try to counsel you, my nigga. I said what I said, and I let it go. I ain't say nothing else after that. Trying to counsel you is coming after you. I never did that, bro. I said what I said and kept pushing. You kept the narrative going. Boosie disses. Nigga, I get mad when I see you looking like you.
All right, that was the end. So apparently it sounds like they had a beef or a back and forth earlier or on another platform at some point. And Boosie basically saying that he's just upset that Kodak be like ducking out. Y'all be seeing how Kodak be all over the place, damn near falling out. You know what I'm saying? But my thing is with Boosie though, see, this what I never understood about the hood dudes that's supposed to be the OGs, but they really not. Y'all niggas be wanting people to learn by y'all words, but not by y'all examples. Because there's a lot of niggas could look at Boosie, even at this age, and be like, why you still going back and forth through court and all of that stuff with guns and stuff? Like, it could go all kinds of ways. So I feel like the quote-unquote OGs, yeah, Boosie bought him some land and he chilled out a lot, but Boosie still got a lot going with him. That's why them young dudes don't be wanting to pay attention to them old niggas. Because they be looking at it like, y'all niggas had y'all time, y'all ducked out, did this, did that, and y'all still low-key on the same stuff. So that's probably why, I don't know. But Abundance and Clarity said, Fed fighting a clone is crazy. I'm not about to play with y'all because that's literally what it is, a Fed fighting a clone. Girl, a Fed fighting a clone. None of them controlled by themselves. Either way, I just thought and wanted to share it with y'all. I was like, girl, what is Boosie got going on? He too old for this. But speaking of somebody doing the most, JT's wife bought some flowers for herself, and JT ended up filming it as if it was for her. So JT's boyfriend, fiance, husband, whatever he is, wife, best friend, confidant, Lil Uzi Vert allegedly bought her flowers. I think he bought them for himself because he seems like a lily kind of nigga. You see what I'm saying? He seems like a lilac sort of nigga. You feel what I'm saying? He give me dandelion teas. You see what I'm saying? So I'm pretty positive he woke up the morning of this video and said he wanted to freshen up the house, and JT probably went through with her camera acting like it was for her. Because if we gotta be completely honest, of the two of them, which one of them look like they really would enjoy a bouquet of flowers? I'm gonna need y'all to, you feel what I'm saying? Like, don't act like I'm on here saying something. Hold on, because I can't play the music. Don't act like I'm on here saying something out of pocket. If you look at JT and Lil Uzi Vert, only one of them look like they would even appreciate a bouquet of flowers. And it ain't JT. But Lil Uzi Vert seemed like the type of nigga that get up one morning and you say, you know what? I need to be refreshed in petals. Have it happen, and the people come in. You see what I'm saying? And because JT have to play like they together in the public, she could go in with the phone. Oh, y'all, look what my man bought me. My man. He loves me. Look, he lined the hallway with roses, girl. That's for Prince Hakeem. That's not for you. That's for Lil Uzi Vert. This the same nigga with a diamond stuck in his forehead. You really think that nigga wouldn't line the hallway with roses because it's Saturday morning? Come on, man. Like I said. But anyway, congratulations goes out to the J Tizzle. You feel what I'm saying? I understand you go through a lot having to play like you love that nigga and like he loved you back. I couldn't imagine. Lord, thank you for not putting that type of life on me. He knew what I could handle and what I could deal with. You feel what I'm saying? So anyways, that was JT. Look at the note. Welcome home. Proud of you. Love, Daddy. I know you ain't calling no nigga daddy with a pocketbook. Girl, I know you lying. This better be from your real daddy, your biological daddy, because, bitch, ain't nobody about to tell me a nigga with a full set, I got to call him daddy. No way. See, that's why I say I have a line. I can't make it in the industry. Because, okay, I'll go so far, but after a while, I'm out. Nigga, what? Daddy? He must have meant T.D. Girl, please. J Tizzle, get your husband, get your wife, get your old lady, because And this is the worst part, because she's JT and she's on the internet and she has a fan base. All of the people are like, oh my God, this is so beautiful. This is so nice. This is so amazing. This is so everything. No, it ain't. Because right after she get off the live, he going to say, bitch, did I ask you to put my stuff on here? And then they're going to get the windmilling on each other like two girls. You see what I'm saying? That's a lesbian relationship. And if you've never been in a lesbian relationship, them hoes fight. It's like baddies. If you never been around or in a lesbian relationship, them hoes swing. They throw them bitches. Do you hear me? Because it's two girls. So it's different. It's two girls. So when we get into it, I'm not going to just let you say anything and I can't. You feel what I'm saying? I might just swing on you because we both girls. So I'm just saying, I'm pretty sure right after she finished with the music on there, she hung up the live and he said, bitch, who told you to put my stuff on live? And she was like, oh, I was just trying to whoop the whoop, and he probably popped her. She bigger than him, so nobody gonna look at it like abuse. You see what I'm saying? So I don't know. That's just the tease I get from this whole JT and Uzi Vert situation. Like I say, any nigga who will put a diamond in the middle of his forehead permanently, I know he appreciate a good flower and a good petal. Not a bitch online talking about real ass bitch. She don't know nothing about no roses. They ain't had no roses down there in the poking beans. Not a rose, not a petal, not even grass. They ain't got even, shout out to the 305. Shout out to the day. Ain't no grass in the poking beans. So what JT know about a bouquet of flowers up and down the hallway? Nothing. You see what I'm saying? So, I don't know. We'll figure it out. We'll keep an eye on JT and her wife and see how this goes. I don't know. And shout out to the 305. Y'all called her straight, but I had to say that part. You know what I'm saying? And then listen, it's not, y'all not specific. They don't have grass in none of the projects. Not all over the world. It's just that she from the 305, so I had to call y'all to the carpet. But don't feel bad. They don't have grass in none of the projects all over America. So you're not alone. And Michael Jackson, you are not alone. 305 pork and beans. You're not alone. Now let's move on. Y'all go down there and play with Miss Tina and that nasty ass gumbo, if you please. Now she got LaToya Luckett, old bad build ass out there talking about you gotta come get a LaBoo. Girl, she said they said a gumbo is good for your soul. Red flag. See, y'all think this is a game out here. The reason why Miss Tina got all these so-called Houston celebrities to come on here and play like they're going to eat this gumbo is because she knows what's really in it. And she need a lot of people on her side to play like they eating it. Hold on, let me show you. Girl, I can't believe y'all let Mama Tina delete. I know, Shay. Can I say this part? This going to sound so bad, but it's the truth. It's the truth. And I'm so sorry. I don't want to offend nobody. But sometimes the truth the quiet part got to be said out loud. Light-skinned women, especially with pretty eyes, they can't cook. I mean, now, if you light-skinned in the audience and you got pretty eyes and you could cook, girl, you are an anomaly. You should be thanking God. But y'all can't cook. Y'all can't. Y'all can't. I ain't gonna lie. If I go to the house and a lot of them in that light skin, I'm pretty positive they can't cook. I'm sorry. No shade. But especially, it's like asking Giselle Bryant to cook you a dinner. Because y'all gonna try to say that I'm lying. Okay. If Giselle Bryant from Real Housewives of Potomac had to host a dinner and cook everything from scratch, put a 3 in the chat if you think the food gonna be good. Put a 4 in the chat if you think that shit gonna be trash. I'm just asking because now y'all gonna try to make me seem like I'm being wrong. I know what I'm saying. I'm just saying it out loud. Y'all be thinking this. Y'all be thinking it, girl. Kamala Harris too. Y'all is not looking at them people saying, oh yeah, I'm gonna go see what they cook. No, y'all not. No, y'all not. And y'all light skin on here and y'all wouldn't do that. But I'm just saying, like, Miss Mama Tina, the pretty eyes with the light skin is just, the combination is just too much. And she bad built. And she got legs like number two pencils. She don't even look like she eats. So why would she be the woman who could cook? See, I don't think a cook have to be fat. But I do think a cook have to be well ate. No pun intended. Meaning they have to have a palate or a taste for food. Meaning, I don't know what it looks like physically all the time. It could look, you feel what I'm saying, different for different people. But it's a certain je ne sais quoi or factor or energy that a person who cook that they have. You feel what I'm saying? And Miss Tina or a lookalike of her don't have that. And it's just from there you should know. But ultimately, I seen this dude on here. But before we get that, look at all these celebrities over here helping her with this gumbo. I seen some people on TikTok talking about it's good for the soul.
You for sure need to stop by Mama Tina's gumbo. She got a seafood option and a non-seafood option.
Y'all see it?
So here we're just preparing this food. Thank you, Mama Tina. And look at what she says. You gotta get some of that rice from the bottom. So here I go scooping it up and listen to me. Ooh! Y'all, I was salivating over this daggone gumbo. Still is today. Oh, the seasoning.
Girl, you a lie. And look at Miss Tina long face ass. Look at that witch. She know good and damn well ain't no seasoning in that gumbo. That's why even Tina was like, I done seen real reviews. The people say it tastes like burrow water. That's what they say. That's what they say. But I told y'all before y'all went around there playing with Mama Tina not to play with that lady stuff. I told y'all. But keep going.
I can taste the seasoning right off the smoke. The shrimp. I got it.
Sugar got this here from Tina. I'm a savage.
Okay, strike one. They gave us crackers with it. We don't eat crackers when I go.
And that's another thing too. Shout out to this young lady because I haven't even watched the beginning of the video, but I did watch like the first 10 seconds. I heard they had tails on the shrimp. This is why gumbo should not be prepared by everybody. Because what? I heard they had tails on the shrimp. They had shells and stuff all in the gumbo. Gumbo is supposed to be a soup. If it's not a soup, but if you're going to call it a soup, it is ready to eat. All of this extra stuff y'all starting to put with the gumbo, around the gumbo, all on side the gumbo, that's the problem. It's supposed to be everything in the bowl. You don't need nothing else but the bowl. Some people might add one or two things. I've seen people add grilled cheese, and I've seen in the recent years people do potato salad. But for the most part, the meal, everything is in the bowl. Crackers, huge red flag. You don't eat no crackers with no gumbo. Quiet as it's kept, crackers don't go in no soup with rice, in my opinion. But again, it's more than shrimps in this gumbo.
I'm going to New Orleans, but let's see. And I know it's not supposed to be New Orleans gumbo, it's supposed to be Louisiana style something.
And I hate when they do that.
The color looks good. It smells okay.
Yeah, that color a little darker than the last slice. I don't like them shrimp.
It's a lot of other stuff other than seafood though. Okay. It's not nasty, but it tastes like beef soup. This is not gumbo at all. I hate to say that, but it's not. Not New Orleans style at least. Sorry, Mama Tina. Okay, strike one, they gave us crackers.
Shout out to this lady. Beef style soup. What? And let me tell you something I'm noticing. A lot of people are playing in line in our face. They know that shit nasty, but because they Beyonce fans and they're going to let Mama Tina play in their face, you see what I'm saying? They're going to get on here and play like, oh, it's not bad. Whenever somebody say it's not bad, it's horrible, girl. It's horrible. It's horrible. And it looked like she made a whole big old pot of gumbo and called the one with seafood when she put a couple of little cubes of blue crab and a few shrimps in there. Here, get that regular pot that we had called chicken and sausage and throw a shrimp or two in there with a cube of crab and make that the seafood gumbo. She probably ain't used no filet. She probably, girl, that lady said beef stew. Sound about right. Sound about right. Sound about right. It's disgusting, like I thought it was. And anybody who running around there to go get that stuff, you foolish, because I believe she around there collecting more than your money. They say it's $30 for a bowl, but I heard that she around there collecting souls. She did say that the gumbo is good for your soul. So y'all might want to be careful. There's this boy on Instagram and Twitter, TikTok, that be going off on talking about that. Now, I told y'all them people is witches. That witches brew y'all got over there. I'm telling you, let's move on. Let's move on. Y'all get the likes up on the video. Hold on one second. Let's get into the first topic. Let's get this 50 Cent topic over with. Y'all like the video? Follow me on Instagram if you have not already at Voodoo Doll TV, Facebook, Voodoo Doll TV, Twitch, Twitter, everywhere. Twitter. Follow me on everywhere on Voodoo Doll TV. I do be posting there as well. So, sorry. Let's get into 50 Cent and this beef with all of these people in T.I. So 50 Cent and T.I. is still beefing. T.I.'s son, Junior King, has still been making videos and music about 50 Cent because of the beef between 50 and T.I. And it's really because 50 brought up Tiny in the midst of it. Now, King made another video. Let me let y'all see this. King made another video, and this time let me see, is the video on here? I'll pull it up on the other one. King made a video where he's got a bag of Za. And in the bag of Za is Za, obviously. But on the bag, he has 50 Cent mama, bruh. I ain't gonna lie, I can't take his voice, so I couldn't listen to the diss. Because his voice sounds like a whiny kid. You know what it reminded me of? Remember that episode when T.I. and them was saying, let him be a man? When he was crying and all that stuff. That's what his voice on wax remind me of. It's just like screeching, like, get it off of me. It makes me sick. Like, it's annoying. So anyway, I didn't listen to it, but I did notice that he, has been trolling the boy mama real bad. This the one we had on the shirt. Let me see if I can see the one we had on the Zod. That was the most recent one. Because I was like, OMG. King was flaming his mama up. And this is the worst part. That's that boy real mama. I told y'all this before, y'all. I said I really feel like 50 Cent is really the lame fat kid that you saw in that picture. I really believe that that's the real 50 Cent underneath the muscles, underneath the money. I believe he's really the same insecure fat kid. And I might be wrong, but I believe that. And you could tell by his actions and how he reacts to stuff and the things that he's doing say that could possibly be true. Hold on. Let me pull it up over here. Because that newest one, I was like, OMG. Here you go. So here's some of the images. You can see this, y'all? Yeah, y'all can see it. Here's some of the images that King used in his diss. Now, I didn't hear the words because, like I said, they use that auto-tune, and them new kids, they be on the track like, so I don't know what he said. But whatever he did, I know visually, it was a lot. Because as you can see, here's the bag of Za. That's 50 Cent's mama. And the name of the Za is called Miss Jackson. See? Girl. This is what he did. And he said, if you're looking for that Miss Jackson, hit at Miss Jackson Candy Shop. Wait, he got a real candy shop? No way. No way. Girl, don't make me... Girl, no way. He do not have a Miss Jackson candy shop. Hold on, girl. I don't think he that crazy, huh? But anyway, candy shop. Let me see if I can find it on Instagram. Because if it's... Oh, I think he do. He ain't got hardly no followers on there, but he do. Look, can y'all see this? I don't know if he made this or if they made it, but you can see that there is a Miss Jackson candy shop. Like I said, I don't know if King made it. I just know that there is one. But anyways, so yeah, King had been going hard in the paint on 50 because 50 brought Tiny into a beef that had absolutely nothing to do with her. Yeah, basically had nothing to do with her. So then, mind you, while that is going on, Damani is throwing this to him. And guess who had decided to jump in the rim in the vehicle? Pap. So Pap jumped in, and Pap said he gonna ABC 50 to death. Now, if anybody knows, I love me a good ride in the... No, I don't. I'm lying. Pap annoys me. Everything. First of all, let me tell you what really complexes me about Pap. First of all, Pap is a Pisces. Happy birthday, Pap. But second of all, girl, Pap loves sitting in the driver's seat, riding up the road singing ABCs. A is for apple and B is for ball. C is for every time the telephone call. D is for deer running down the street. And E is for everyone that I meet. You got F for Frank and G for Gary. E for Eric, but that nigga a little scary. F for Far. You know what I'm saying? And you just be like, nigga, the words is fire. The lyrics is fire. I like the music. But nigga, ain't nobody about to hear all of that running up and down no damn street with no papoose and no driver's seat with all of that ugly ass shit. Girl, it just dry. It's just, and that's what's so complex about it. Because it's good. But I don't want to hear it. You know what I mean? Like, it's so good, but I don't want to hear it at the same time. It's ridiculous. I don't know how Pap gets this kind of reaction out of me. I've never had anybody evoke that kind of spirit. You feel what I'm saying? But like I said, he's a great rapper, amazing lyricist. But somehow, whenever he get the rapping, I do not want to hear it. But anyway, Pap got in the driver's seat like he used to do. You feel what I'm saying? Pap went back to the old days. Pap got back in the driver's seat and pulled off and started rapping on Fifth on the Eat the Beat. I think it was the Eat the Beat. No. It wasn't the Eat the Beat. It was the Mini Men beat. Let's get him up here. Let's see Pap with the ABC. Shout out to Pap. Let's get him on here.
Back 50, you a petty son of a bitch. Bernie Mac killing this nigga. Sophie, Lauren Hill, Roberta Flack.
Now, I'm going to leave it right there because I don't want to get the copyright. But let me just say this. Like I said, lyrically, Pap is undisputed. The nigga cold. I ain't even going to lie. The nigga cold. But I just, shut up, Pap. Go lay down, Pap. Where is Clarissa, Pap? Like, it's just so many other things Pap could be doing. But like I said, Pap figured, he dissed me 2 weeks ago. I might as well throw my hat in the ring or whatever. And he made his 1, 2, 3 rap.
Yeah.
And 50 responded, and this is what 50 had to say. 50 said, I'm sorry, no response to retarded ass rappers who can't write a hit to save their lives. Moving right along, short but shorty, LOL. I ain't gonna lie. I wouldn't even respond to Pap. I'd have let Pap make 6 more circles around the block and keep rapping. Yes, I would have. I'd have made that nigga drive to Egypt in that car to diss me back. Yes, I would have. I wouldn't even entertain Pap, But I guess he said he would respond somewhat so he could see that, hey, Pap, I saw you. So he did say what he had to say, like, Pap, I see you, sit your duck ass down type. You know what I'm saying? But I will say, shout out to Pap for throwing his hat in the ring. Pap, one of them niggas, once he see buku niggas jumping, then he jump in. Look, once the nigga fall on the ground, then he the one sneaking in the kick, acting like he breaking it up. That's Pap. Pap, one of them niggas acting like he breaking it up but sneaking in a lick. Pap, go lay. Ain't nobody worried about you, Pap. Go find Rissa. At any rate, 50 has had time, and like I said, he said he's not responding to all of these people because according to 50, he said everybody just, hating or whatever, and he not about to keep doing that. Hold on. He also responded to King Harris, the junior to the Harris throne. Y'all know his paw, 6.5, size 6.5. What's that boy name? Tip. Not just the tip. He want the whole foot, allegedly. I didn't say it. That girl Sabrina Peterson said that. I didn't say that. That girl Sabrina Peterson said it. But anyway, y'all know 50 had already responded to them in his 50 had already responded to them in his diss track using, I'm closing my eyes because I don't want to forget this thought. 50 had already responded to the diss track using the power verse intro. Now that that's out the way, pause. 50 did a whole doc, and in that doc, one of the things he spoke about was how Diddy basically took Tupac's whole style and put it on to Biggie. He said when Pac came out with the Versace shirts, Biggie came back. Because remember, 50 producing this. He said when Pac came out with the Versace shirts, he said Biggie came back with the Versace shirts and the chains. Everything Pac did, he said Biggie did. But it seemed like it's given to me, and I would have to go back in my Rolodex of memory. But it seemed to me like New York got its whole style from the West Coast. Not all of it, because y'all different. But I see a lot of mimicking going on, and I don't like it. One thing I will say I did used to like about New York in the earlier days was that New York had its own unique style. Whatever it was a gumbo style, but still it was its own style. But as time started progressing, I started to see a lot of New Yorkers start to have outside influence. Like, for instance, I went to New York here in September. Me and my daughter flew out there or whatever. But I went out there and I was looking at the culture, the girls, and I'm looking at them trying to figure out how to do like the wobble dance and all that stuff. And they black. And I'm like, well, why they not doing it? Then it dawned on me, they immigrants. So I'm saying all that to say a lot of New York culture is being, in my opinion, this is what I think. I think that a lot of New York culture has been relegated or at least dependent on a lot of the world. But they feed it to us like it's the other way around. Because, and I know this is off topic and I don't want to offend nobody from New York because I know they got some real dope people in New York, but I'm just looking at it from a higher point of view. And I'm saying all that to say, because like even him with sitting next to Eazy-E, New York don't even have that type of weather to support that kind of outfit. You see what I'm saying? So like, I don't know. I just wish New York get back to being New York and not Cali or Memphis or New Orleans or all these other places. New York need to get back to being New York. But you know what that's going to take? Black Americans versus everybody to stand up. And yay, Black Americans to stand up and take back the culture. But anyway, I'm not even on that. 50 did respond to King. No, he hasn't responded to King. Basically, I don't think he said he was going to keep going back and forth with King. No, this is what he says. I am the algorithm. No more tricks. No more tries. 50 Cent featuring Max B, and that's when he did the diss track that we talked about yesterday. But ultimately, this 50 Cent versus T.I. beef, let's wrap this up. Because T.I. don't need to beef with 50 to sell no records. 50 don't need to beef with T.I. to do anything that he's doing. It's really giving egos at this point, and I'm over it. Because the only real person that we really care about this track is 50 versus T.I. So, you know what I'm saying? But anyways, shout out to Pat for trying to throw his hat in the ring. Pat was out of pocket for that. Pat, you got to stop. Now, let's move on. I want to get into Tasha K. What is happening with Tasha K? Girl, I was on live last night and her mind was on there calling her a bald head thun. I said, oh, what done happened? I thought they got into it again, but it turns out they didn't, that I know of. Our mind was on here saying that Tasha K, she raised about $3 million for the lawsuit. I had to go pull up an article because I said, no way. No way. Not Tasha. No way. Now, let me start off by saying this. I did go pull up an article and I am going to pull that up. Shout out to Tasha K because it sounds like the Winos don't play about her. Now, granted, the GoFundMe goal is $3.5 million. Now, I think last night they had 6 or 7,000. I don't know how long it's going to take her to get to 3.5 million, but she does have people who are willing and ready to donate. Shout out to Tasha K and the Winos. That right there is dedication. That right there is dedication. Now, I just checked it earlier today and it was like 7,000. Hold on, we gonna go get it. Let me go get this this article first. And again, article, schmarticle. It's just what somebody else wrote or whatever. But at least I'll try to get a better understanding. What I need from you is, get a better understanding of what's going on. So let's pull up the article, girl. I said, no way, not Tasha. She don't need this. One thing I will say, I remember, I tell her, I don't know if I have told that story before on here. One of the reasons why I launched my channel, Tasha K. Yes. She's not the reasons why, but she's one of the reasons why I launched my channel. Because you know what? I was sitting back in here on YouTube like the rest of y'all looking for some content. And I never forget, I don't know who that was Tasha K got into it with. But those words will never leave my soul. When Tasha K told whoever that was, I ain't arguing with no bitch make less than $40,000 a month. I said, wait. What? I had to pause the live and run it back. Because I thought she was saying $4,000. She must have meant 4. She couldn't have said 40. She must have said 4. You see what I'm saying? So I stopped the live, risk being behind in the chat because I had to hear it again. And I rewinded. And like I said, I don't remember who it was, but my girl said, I'm not arguing with nobody who make less than $40,000 a month. And it was in that moment I said, somebody get me a camera and a YouTube account. You see what I'm saying? She motivated me. So to see this GoFundMe and you wasn't arguing with people with making less than 40K, something in the milk ain't clean. Now, granted, that was years ago, about 3 years ago, 4 years ago, I don't know, or whatever. In times and things change. I get that. But girl, I am of confusion. We got to get to the article. Let's pull the article up because I literally was last night clutching my pearls. Like I literally was last night like, no way. Okay. So let's get into it, girl. Yes, it's true, Sergeant King. Yes, it's true. She need help, allegedly. No, it ain't allegedly. She got the GoFundMe. And we're going to get into that too. It says Tasha K launches GoFundMe campaign to pay $3.5 million Cardi B judgment. Now pause. This is where I stop because I got to call it fair. Shout out to Tasha K, but I'm doing my job, Faye. I got to call it fair. Wasn't the original judgment $3.5 million? Hold on. Stand by, y'all. Stay right there. What was the original judgment in the Cardi B versus Tasha K court decision? $4 million. Okay, so this was in January of 2022. It says the total award over $4 million, $2.5 million in damages, plus $1.3 in legal fees. So $4 million. So from January 2022 to here, it seems like if she's asking for $3.5K, then she only put $500 or at least put that much of a dent into that $4 million debt. Now, I ain't gonna lie. Shout out to the people on YouTube. One thing about black people, when we want something and we want to get it done, we know how to galvanize, you see what I'm saying, and all of that stuff. But to ask the people for $3.5 million, but you know what? That's my fault. My bad, Tasha. Tasha said, hell, the church be on here asking niggas for tens and 20,000s off the cuff. Why not? But $3.5 million? Yeah, this a lie. Let's get into the article. It says Tasha K supporters Tasha K asked supporters for $3.5 million to settle Cardi B defamation debt while maintaining monthly payments. It says blogger Tasha K has launched a GoFundMe campaign seeking $3.5 million from supporters to satisfy the massive defamation judgment owed to rapper Cardi B. The fundraiser marks a significant shift in strategy for Tasha K, who has consistently maintained monthly payments since the legal battle concluded. Quote, for many years, you have asked me to start a GoFundMe to help pay off the judgment against me. I always refused because I believed it was my responsibility to handle it on my own, Tasha K wrote in the campaign page. But after many conversations with you all, I'm finally listening. It says the $3.5 million goal represents the full amount still owed following the 2022 federal jury verdict that found Tasha K liable for defamation, invasion of privacy, and intentional infliction of emotional distress. The case stemmed from false claims the blogger made about Cardi B's personal life. Despite appealing the verdict and filing for Chapter 11 bankruptcy protection, Tasha K remains legally obligated to pay the judgment. She currently contributes $20,000 monthly from her own resources towards the debt, a commitment she emphasized will continue regardless of GoFundMe proceeds. Dang, you spending $20K a month and you ain't even got 10 from the GoFundMe. Quote, I don't have $3.5 million sitting in cash, but with the help of my community, we can accelerate paying this off, she stated. Oh, girl, how much y'all got over there with the winos? Come over here. Get the winos. Tell them come over here. How much y'all got around there? In March 2025, both parties reached a structured settlement agreement requiring Tasha K to refrain from making negative statements about Cardi B online while providing periodic financial disclosures. Cardi B's legal team continuously monitoring payments throughout court filings. The fundraiser represents Tasha K's acknowledgement that community support may be necessary to fully resolve the financial strain. Even while making my payments, this is quote, even while making my payments, creditors can still bring me back to court for examinations and filing, she noted. Meanwhile, Cardi B has moved forward professionally and personally, recently welcoming a child with New England Patriots wide receiver Stephon Diggs, while enjoying success with her album Am I the Drama and accompanying a sold-out show. Oh, Tasha. Girl, what done happened? Tasha. You need the whole 3.5, bitch. You ain't asked for a meal. You feel what I'm saying? Like, you ain't be like, damn, I owe 3. Let me ask my people for $500K. Bitch, you went all the way hard. You want the whole thing, Tasha. Oh, girl, you out of pocket. You out of pocket, Tasha. And let me tell you why I say you out of pocket. Because you did this to yourself, eh? Yes, you did. You did this. This your debt to pay. When Cardi hit you up the first time and said, take that down, you should have took it down. But let's fast forward. Let's say I wipe my ass with these cease and desist and you decide to move forward. That's your lick to pay, Tasha. And you know what's worse, in my opinion, this is just me, because there are people who really support her and love her. They're going to help her. But I got to say it out loud. Tasha K make more money in a month than y'all make in a year. Did y'all catch that? I just couldn't see, and again, knock on wood, you feel what I'm saying? I just couldn't see coming on here asking the regular people for $3.5 million. Now, if I had a group of rich friends, yeah. If I'm around the people with it, yeah. I just couldn't see myself doing it. This is Tasha's debt to pay, not the winos. Tasha had many occasions to retract the shit she was doing and saying. Tasha came on the internet and told us she wipes her ass with cease and desist. Not only that, Tasha went in court and on record, allegedly, from what I can recall, literally said out loud, yeah, I be lying. Now you got a GoFundMe for a debt that really you created. I just think this is unfair to the people. I'm just being honest and being real. Shout out to Tasha K. This is no shade, but I'm not going to go on here and give the commentary if I can't say what I won't say. You feel what I'm saying? And what I feel like is, yeah, Tasha K, you out of pocket. There's no way you can ask these poor people for money to help you on this GoFundMe. And I know you make more money than 80% of the people on your chat. 95% of the people in your comment section. And to go to them people and even ask. I know some people gonna give because some people, yeah, I get it. People, when they get in the community, they rock with a person, they want help. I'm not bashing the people that's helping. I'm really analyzing the idea that she would even ask. You see what I'm saying? And again, you got a $3.5 million judgment. It would be one thing if you say, I need help. Let's start the GoFundMe off at a reasonable price. You want $3.5 million off the cuff? This giving Jamal Bryant tease, Joel Osteen tease. I ain't even gonna lie. That's what it's giving to me. It's giving me lock the doors. Lock the doors. Ooh. 3.5. Let's go get this GoFundMe up here. Let's see how much she done made. Lord have mercy, Tasha. Oh, girl. I can't believe this. Girl, get the GoFundMe on here. Oh, my God. Put your hands on her, Lord. Put your hands on her. Let's go see, child. Okay, here you go. Let's go see, y'all. Okay, here you go. Out of the $3.5 million, she's got $6,848 raised. And again, shout out to everybody who's donating. I don't feel no way about the people who's donating. You support the people that you love. That's what you're supposed to do. Shout out to them. I wouldn't even feel bad about anybody who want to donate in the future. I think that it's dope that y'all supporting this lady. But I just think that knowing what I know on this side of YouTube, and I don't know what Tasha K make in her personal life. I never looked into that lady stuff. I don't do all that. But I do know that when I came on the internet, she wasn't arguing with nobody who make less than $40,000 a month. Now we have to GoFundMe for $3.5 million, and we need the Winos to pay for it. And again, I'm not saying Tasha's saying they have to. She's just asking. You feel what I'm saying? Like she said in her thing, the GoFundMe the debt gonna get paid regardless. But my thing is, if the debt gonna get paid regardless, then just pay it. That's what I would have did. If the debt was gonna get paid regardless, and I'm gonna eat that, I would have just ate it. I would have been like, all right, fuck. I'm gonna have to cut back on some stuff. I might have to sell some stuff. Whoop de whoop. You feel what I'm saying? But I'm gonna just have to eat that. Yeah, that's just how I would think about it. But everybody's different. But let's get into the GoFundMe. So, like I said, we had 6,848, 273 recent donations. It says a personal message from Tasha K. Winos. For many years, you have asked me to start a GoFundMe to help pay off the judgment against me. I always refused because I believed it was my responsibility to handle on my own. But after many considerations or conversations with you all, I'm finally listening. The fundraiser is being created for one purpose only, to pay down the judgment debt so I can close this chapter and move forward without constant legal distractions. But Tasha, this yours. This belongs to you. This don't belong to the Winos. That all of this moving forward, putting this behind you without the legal distractions, you literally summoned that to you. You manifested that, girl. Tasha K out the way. I just pray that I'm never in a situation to where I have to come to YouTube. I pray. But if I ever did, I swear to God, it would not be a situation where I got it. I would rather go without and suffer on the back end than to come to y'all and I got it. I don't know if Tasha got it. I'm just saying me. Because she do have it, because she said the debt gonna get paid regardless. So if the debt gonna get paid regardless, then why are you asking the people? Continue to pay the debt. That's yours. The lady called you how many times? Cardi B asked you to take that down. You made how much money? Millions of dollars probably off of the dragging of Cardi B with videos, live streams. Come on, man. And right, somebody said she had t-shirts saying she ain't got it. Come on, man. This ain't right. This ain't right. This is not right, in my opinion. But who am I? It goes on to say, the fundraiser is being created. Oh, we said that. I am currently making my court order payments of $20,000 per month from my own income and will continue to make those payments regardless of what raised here or what is raised from here from my own income. It says, meaning I will personally contribute my own funds to pay this debt faster. Every dollar raised through this GoFundMe will go strictly toward reducing the judgment balance. Many people don't see what happens behind the scenes. Even while making my payments, creditors can still bring me back to court for examinations and filings. Every appearance costs time, energy, and legal fees. It keeps me tied up in a system that never seems to end. I don't have $3.5 million sitting in cash, but with the help of my community, we can accelerate paying this off so I can finally move forward and focus on recreating or creating, reporting, and entertaining without constant interruption. For those asking about merch incentives, a Kickstarter campaign will go live on my birthday this Tuesday, where supporters will be able to receive exclusive items and thank you gifts tied to their support. So there it goes. This fundraiser is simply a way for me to for those who have supported me for years to help me finally put this chapter behind me. This is honestly the only birthday gift Tasha, not throwing this a birthday gift. Oh, this low down. This is honestly the only birthday gift I'm asking for this year. To ensure full transparency, the books will be shared quarterly so everyone can see exactly where every dollar goes toward the debt. Thank you for believing in me and standing with me through everything. With love to my wino gang, Tasha K. Shout out to Tasha K and the Winos, bro. I think that's about as far as I could go with it, bro. Shout out to Tasha K and the Winos. Because, bro, this ain't right. And again, I don't know that lady pocketbook. Maybe she don't have it. I don't know. You feel what I'm saying? But something in my spirit tell me this ain't right. Something on the inside of me tell me this ain't right. I know. Didn't Cardi B just recently come back with something else and say that she wanted to no, this from last year. Didn't Cardi B recently say something else about the case? I see the GoFundMe. Hold on. I thought Cardi B had came out and did another one. This old. Look.
All my fucking information, bitch. You want to keep harassing me? You want to keep harassing my friends? You want to keep making shit up? Alright then, bitch. I'm going to take all your fucking bread. You think I'm fucking playing them. And I'm going to sue that blogger because I'm sick of it. Gathering all my fucking information, bitch. You want to keep harassing me? You want to keep harassing my friends? You want to keep making shit up? Alright then, bitch. I'm going to take all your fucking bread. You think I'm fucking...
Ooh. Yeah. Based on the law, did Tasha violate? Breaking news. Tasha K accused of violating court order non-disparaging clause protecting Cardi B against any direct and y'all remember this, against any direct and indirect attack from Tasha K. The law favors Cardi B. So remember, Cardi B was trying to basically, in this part, I don't agree with Cardi B, which I know what Tasha was doing, but technically what she was doing wasn't illegal. But then again, saying that out loud, I still know it's wrong. When Cardi B and Tasha K went to court and Cardi B got the judgment, Tasha K was ruled to where she couldn't say anything about Cardi B, mention her or anything referencing her. But remember, she got with Stephon Diggs, and when Stephon Diggs started getting in all of that trouble, remember, she started doing a lot of stories on him. She never mentioned Cardi B. Now, legally, she didn't do nothing wrong. Morally, do I think she was antagonizing Cardi? Absolutely. But legally, in my opinion, from what I understand, I didn't think she was doing nothing wrong. But Cardi B being the crybaby that she is, I remember she went back to court to try to get them to relook at it or whatever. And I think that's what this was. So this was 8 weeks ago.
During this early on, Dennis, she could have pulled out and simply withdrawn the defamatory stuff at any time. And she refused to do it, and in fact doubled down and got particularly nasty with Cardi. So Judge Grossman was very clearly attuned to the fact that Cardi had suffered some horrible defamation. And in fact, that's why Judge Grossman had told us at the hearing, the first hearing on the motion to dismiss on January 9th, he was not bothered by the non-disparagement clause at all. And I think you've seen the transcript. He's gone, he went over and over again. If that's what your problem is, I have no problem with that. After what this judgment was about. And keep in mind, this non-disparagement, and by the way, you know, have you ever seen a non-disparagement clause that is only for one side?
No, I didn't.
Have you ever seen it?
No.
Which, by the way, if you go back,
the law favors Cardi B, what a non-disparaging clause typically prohibits. In defamation judgments and settlement-style orders like Cardi B versus Tasha K, non-disparaging clauses usually bar making derogatory, demeaning, or insulting statements that refer to or concern the protected party directly or indirectly in any public forum, including social media, whether stated as fact, implication, or opinion. Many are drafted very broadly because the court already found malice and reckless disregard. This is some pink cocaine and sharing a nigga type. I can't win. This combo is below me. I don't know this lifestyle. Nerves. Now, see, this is where Tasha fights. This is where I think she's kind of smart, but if it don't work, then she not. Because Tasha sees the line and she starts double dutching. She starts. You know how, put a 3 in the chat if you play double dutch. You know how before you jump in the rope, you got to get the rhythm and you be like this? That's what Tasha was doing with the Stephon Diggs stuff. She never quite jumped in, but she kept like, you know what I'm saying? She kept like, I'm about to. I remember I used to hate turning. I hated turning for that reason because it was always a girl who took 30 hours to jump in the goddamn rope. Girl, jump in. You see what I'm saying? But anyway, no. I think that what she does is she rides the line to where it's not illegal, but it could be. And when she says stuff like this, some nigga sharing or man sharing, you know that's indirect to Cardi B because they are in a relationship. So like I say, it's smart if it works, but it's not if it don't. This is the thing. And I'm not trying to tell nobody, like I say, what to do. I'm just being honest because that's what I'm on here to do. And I'm going to tell y'all my unbiased opinion. And this is my unbiased opinion. Tasha K asking her winos for a quarter is fucked up. Tasha K make more than most of the winos will ever see in the next 5 years. She shouldn't be asking y'all for nothing. Tasha got comedy shows, and I ain't pocket watching, but I'm just saying. Tasha got an app, YouTube, comedy shows, wino this, wino that. She should not need nothing from the winos. I'm just being real. Shout out to Tasha K. But I got to say it out loud. She make too much money to have to come to y'all for anything. It's very reminiscent of the pastor at the pulpit in his $20,000 suit asking the poor people in the congregation to help get him a new Rolls Royce. You see what I'm saying? At the end of the day, if Tasha K ain't make no bed, this one she made. Tasha got to lay in that by herself. But again, the GoFundMe is $3.5 million. She has 7,000. If y'all want to donate, like I said, go donate. I'm not bashing nobody for donating because you're supposed to support your people. But I just ask y'all to think about it. Like, yeah. I just don't see a life where Tasha K is hurting. I just don't. And again, I'm not in her finances. Maybe this $4 million debt has taken so much of a toll on her to where, it's cutting a lot of her money that she normally had freed up to do other things. So, maybe that. But I just don't see a day or a lifetime today where she's that hurting to where she got to come to y'all. But again, I don't know. Yeah, Happy Erica, lock the doors. Let me go see if I can pull them up. I hope Tasha K don't get mad. I don't really care though, because I'm Joseph. I don't care what nobody say. I'm Joseph. Let me go see. What's that pastor name who said lock the doors? Let me go pull him up on here. Girl, what's the was it Marvin Sapp? Who was it? Said lock the doors. That was the pastor. Hold on. Lock the doors. Pastor. Girl, somebody go find out who was that pastor that said lock the doors, girl. That's what it's giving. Is this it? Oh, Lord, I think I found it. Girl. It was Marvin, but it never would have made it ass. I told you he almost robbed me and my mama and had a tree fall on her car. Girl, I told y'all about Marvin. Look at Marvin.
I said close them doors. Ushers, close the doors. And they understand the cost that is involved. There's 1,000 of you. I said close them doors.
There you go.
Ushers, close the doors.
Close the doors.
Close the doors.
Close the doors.
Close the doors. We all gonna leave together. Y'all ain't going no place but to the restaurant. There's 1,000 of you tonight.
Wait, one more.
It's and they understand the cost that is involved. There's 1,000 of you. I said close them doors.
There you go. Close them doors.
Ushers, close the doors.
There you go.
Close the doors. Close the doors. We all gonna leave together. Y'all ain't going no place but to the restaurant.
Hello, they ain't going nowhere but to the Applebee's. The Winos ain't going nowhere but down to the Applebee's in the nearest TGI Fridays. Y'all ain't going nowhere. Close them doors. Close the doors. Close the doors. Applebee's ain't going nowhere. Close the doors. That's what it's giving us. And I'm not trying to laugh at that girl demise because Lord knows it could be any one of us. I'm just josing the actual situation. And the situation is asinine to me. I'm just saying. Girl, I mean, you go from I'm not arguing with a bitch making less than $40K a month to can y'all help me on the GoFundMe, girl? Right, they ain't gonna be nowhere but Applebee's, Ruby Tuesdays, TGI Fridays, Longhorns right out of church. Y'all ain't going nowhere. It's the restaurant right across the street from the church. Y'all gonna be right there at the Longhorns for the happy hour, please. Right here by the Chili's, asking for a chips and salsa, please. Close them damn doors. Y'all ain't got nowhere else to go. Close them doors. Let's move on. Girl, it's a lot happening. Yup, Texas Roadhouse, you know they end up buying them biscuits, running them people crazy for them rolls. You know they in Texas Roadhouse. You know they in there. Red Lobster over there with them seafood burgers. Get out them people's stuff and close them doors. That's what you... Let me stop. Shout out to Tasha K and the Winos. Shout out to Tasha K and the Winos. I ain't gonna lie. I love, and this is so bad to say, but it makes me, it's funny whenever Armand go off on Tasha. Y'all want to see? And this is the worst part. Tasha reposted. Nigga, Armand said, what he said? He said Tasha bald head and something. I said, what? I said Tasha is crazy for reposting it. Why would you do that, Tasha K? Let's go get her on here. Girl, it be funny when Armand be going off on her. I don't know why. It just be funny. Probably because I know the ins and outs, not the ins and outs, but I know the history. So it'd be funny whenever he be going on. Let me see what Tasha. I saw it on my timeline. I said I know Tasha did not. There you go. Look at Armand.
We're back with another video. Get in here. It's time to get into some things. All right. A broke ass, dirty ass, slew-footed Tasha K. EJ Johnson, Tracy Morgan had a baby and they birthed Tasha K. So this just in. Miss, I'm going to wipe my ass with the cease and desist. From around 2017 to 2026 has now decided that she needs a GoFundMe. She is tired of paying $20,000 a month for herself and now wanting her fans to chip in and help her out on this strenuous, egregious,
And we are.
$4 million lawsuit
And we
that
are.
she so boldly created for herself. Okay, so Tasha K, for her birthday, her one wish was for her fans to help her pay off this debt so that she can speak freely again. Okay, let's take a look at the post that she made. Tasha K took to her dirty ass Instagram and said, Winos, I'm truthfully grateful seeing that people are honoring my birthday wish to help me.
So y'all saw it. Listen, I didn't catch it live, but I did catch it right when he got off. When I tell you, when he said bald head slew foot, that bitch started off saying bald headed slew footed Tasha K. Bitch, the way, listen, Tasha K is unserious like me because she reposted it. If a nigga would have dragged me and I would have laughed, I probably would have reposted it too. I wouldn't have wanted to run across it, but if he'd have said something to make me laugh, I probably would have reposted because I appreciate a good key, regardless if it's even at my expense. I ain't even gonna lie, but Lord, I don't like to see them fight, but when they do, I like to be up front. I like to be in the front seat. Now let's move on. OMG, get the lights up on the video. We got to get into Amy Luciani and Dwight Howard. Where do we start? First of all, let me pull up the article. OMG, we got videos and all of this stuff going on. Y'all know Amy Luciani from Love and Hip Hop. I think before she was on Love and Hip Hop, they say that she was over there. They say she was over there on YouTube, and she had a channel, or at least a little spot on YouTube that had a little 1-2s or whatever. All I know is I gets on the internet yesterday and I see Amy Luciani broke down, snotting and crying. Now, immediately, I'm like, girl, wait, what is going on? I ain't seen Amy Luciani in so long. And what's she doing on here snotting and crying? Now, she was sitting with a bag of flour. I was in confusion because I didn't know if she was about to fry chicken. I didn't know what was going on. All I knew is she was hysterically crying and she was unconsolable. And according to Amy Luciani, she says that Dwight Howard is on drugs, jacked up, and she said that she can't take it no more. According to Amy Luciani, she says that she was between a rock and a hard place with her husband. She said because she didn't know if she should take the side of her husband or them children around there at the house. She said because they say debt do us part. To hell with them children. So she said she was lying for the nigga first, but then after a while it started eating away at her and she couldn't keep, supporting him in the mischief. So she had to break down with a whole pound of cocaine. I don't even know if they sell it by the pound. The bitch get on live with a whole pound of cocaine telling us that nigga got a problem. Duh! Royce Reed been saying that since the early 2000s, since Juvenile backed it up for the 99 in the 2000s. Royce Reed's son got to be 30. She been telling us this. She said he was a punk under pressure. She said he liked playing with the boys' booty. And she said he loved a good weekend in Aspen. That's what she said. So I was of confusion when Amy came on here hysterically crying and all of that, because I was like, well, girl, what done happened? Like, you knew what you signed up for, but let me tell y'all something. Y'all got to stop letting the internet buck y'all up to make life-changing decisions that you're going to regret. Because this is the truth. Amy Luciani, being in that love and hip hop world down there in Atlanta, she probably married Dwight Howard because he's Dwight Howard. Everybody want their name associated to something or somebody with some sort of status. That is Atlanta. It's like nigga Hollywood. It's weird. Everybody want to be somebody in the A, the T, and the L. And because of that, they latch on to people, even if it's against their own greater good. They'll latch on to other people so that they can get the clout. And I believe that the reason why she ignored all the warnings, all of the red flags, and everything everybody's saying is because she wanted to be connected to the Dwight Howard of it all. Did she love him? Yes. But initially, it was I needed proximity to say I'm with Dwight Howard. That's my nigga or my husband. And this is the thing. A lot of y'all might feel like, oh, well, Dwight Howard is a has-been. Who cares? There's a thing called social currency. It's very deep in the city they call Atlanta. As a matter of fact, Atlanta thrives off of said social currency. What do I mean by say social currency? Depending on who you are and who you know is how you get treated in the city of Atlanta. Meaning, if I'm cool with Candy, let's say me and Baritone Burrisby used to jump rope back in the day. You feel what I'm saying? When I go out to a restaurant downtown Atlanta, I could be like, oh, I was on a picture with Candy the other day. They're gonna be like, oh, that's the girl who be with Candy. Now, just because I'm the girl that be with Candy, now all of these restaurants, oh, come over here, come do an appearance, come do a club. That's Atlanta. So when people say, why would she get her name connected to Dwight Howard? He's a has-been, because regardless, he is an NBA all-star player. The nigga put up numbers outstandingly. Having a connection to his name gives her social currency. It's the same social currency y'all want to tell Drea Kelly to leave R. Kelly name behind for. Because that's why she got that nigga last name. For the social currency. Women ain't gonna never tell you that. Not all women. Not you bitches who was married to that broke nigga. Not you. I'm talking about the women who was married to men with means and status and money. Y'all keep them last names because it provides a social currency. Now that I went off on that, before we get into her crying and snotting, we got to get into the bottom of what's going on. It says, Amy Luciani alleges husband Dwight Howard drug addiction is wreaking havoc on their family. And then Royce Reed enters the chat. Amy Luciani made a desperate plea to social media, alleging that her husband, Dwight Howard, is struggling with a cocaine addiction. Royce Reed says, told you so. It says, Amy Luciani took to social media in an emotional video alleging her husband, Dwight Howard, is struggling with cocaine addiction, which has caused Child Protective Services to remove their daughter from the home. Now, they don't have a daughter together biologically, so I'm pretty sure she's saying our daughter because she's the stepmama. Or whatever. It says, while sitting in the car, the former Love and Hip Hop star expressed her growing concerns over her husband's ongoing drug problem. Quote, this is not him, she said through tears. This is not Dwight. How you know that ain't Dwight? Bitch, you just met him. How you know who Dwight is? How you know where the real Dwight at and you just met him? Girl, y'all get married and act like just because you married to the nigga you've been knowing him for 30 years. Let me tell you, let me put this PSA out there. When you get married to a nigga after knowing him for a few months or a year, just because that's your husband don't mean you know him. You still getting to know him. She don't know who the real Dwight is because she was never around when the real Dwight was present. You having a marriage title or a husband-wife title does not mean that you know him the way you think that you know him. It says, this is not Dwight, this is trauma, this is everything he's been through, but now the kids, I have to advocate for the kids, and I can't go down for what he's doing. So they took our daughter, and I'm just sitting there like, do I speak up or be quiet? What do I do? So this is Amy. Let's get into it. And I got another, matter of fact, should I even get, let's see.
This is not him, this is not Dwight, this is trauma. This is everything he's been through, but just not the kids. I have to advocate for the kids. And I can't go down for what he's doing. So they took our daughter. And I'm just sitting there like, do I speak up? Do I be quiet? What do I do? But I caught this man. I caught this man forcing our 12-year-old son to cover for him, his son, to cover for him. He had him lying. I recorded it. He was coaching our son to lie on me, and I had to record it. And it's this. I try to tell everybody he needs some help. And ain't nobody would have listened because he got the money. I kept saying, whatever, y'all don't understand. I live with him. He needs some help. And this is it.
Let me pause this right quick. Because it sounds like everything was all good in the hood until it flipped on Amy. And some of us have to learn these lessons very hard. You watch somebody do something to everybody around them, and you be sitting there thinking to yourself, but they wouldn't do that to me. Not me. I'm loyal. I'm a friend. I make sure I show up, or I'm a wife, or I do this, I do that. This person would never. And you're next. I don't know who needs to hear this. Somebody in the audience have the same situation. You next, Fed. It's inevitable. And it sounds like Amy finally had a straw breaking her back when she saw him trying to hoax the kid or coach the kid to say something negative against her. So now I have to question, are you doing this because you need help, or are you doing this to get in front of it because you next? Let's continue. You got to watch these people now. Hold on. Let's read what she done wrote. I can admit right now I feel ashamed. I cringe when I see couples take their issues to the internet, but I was humbled with understanding because now what I have to do to protect myself. My husband put himself in a position that resulted in CPS being called to our house 3 times in less than 2 months. But 3 days ago, they were called again and they left with our daughter. I personally had to call the police on him 3 times in a barely 14-month marriage. See, they only been married for 14 months. She don't know that nigga. Girl, please. Everyone around me told me you made a commitment through sickness or health, and that played with my mind after I filed for divorce at 6 months. That's another thing. I get it. Back in the day, Black people had a system to where we made sure marriages stay together. That typically should be happening when it's a good marriage. When you know it's time for you to leave, stop consulting outsiders. You the one got to go home to the nigga. You the one got to carry the nigga last name. You the one got to endure the bull crap. We just saw it happen with Dr. Jackie and Simone. Now Simone on here ready to leave Dr. Cecil. Oh, Cecil crazy ass. Because y'all be letting people outside of your marriage buck you up. They not in there getting hit upside the head with frying pans. That's just you. While a bitch on the outside saying you made a commitment, bitch, you come in here and get popped upside the back of the head then. And see how long you last with the commitment. You only been married to him for 14 months. They only dated for a few months prior to that. You don't know this man. Being married to a man does not mean you know him. Y'all get married and put the blinders on. A lot of women, I see this often. They get married and they take on the old traditions. But what y'all not realizing is old tradition calls for traditional marriages. Meaning I didn't just meet you on Instagram Thursday and then Friday we engage and Saturday we on Instagram popping our That don't go like that. That's not a tradition. So those rules don't apply there. Those rules don't apply. You're supposed to stick by a good, God-fearing, hard-working husband. Not one that be in the NBA or was in the NBA who play with boy booty. You ain't supposed to be like that with him. Y'all better stop taking that black and white marriage bullshit advice. Most of them hoes that be married to them niggas 20, 30, 40 years be miserable. You ask them on the side if they wish they could change back the hands of time. They'll tell you the truth. Stop letting them people outside tell y'all stay with these niggas. Then it goes on to say, I came back honestly because I tried to listen to married people around me who said it was too soon to walk away. But now look what I've gotten myself into. My stepson is only 12 years old. When CPS and police came to take our daughter, my husband needed an alibi to collaborate a lie. I told him I want no parts. In return, he coached my stepson to lie. I recorded me talking to my stepson. It says you can hear him replying to me telling him, I know daddy made you lie on me to police. Then it goes on to say you hear him replying, feeling guilty for following daddy's rule. You'll hear me telling him to stop or tell my son, stop, I still love you. And he replies, I love you too. My stepchildren love me. I could say so much about the pain I personally endured, but it's about these children. I'm deeply heartbroken right now to have to advocate for minors' voices and in return lose a marriage that I was so happy to be in. Let me just say this, man, because Amy lying to y'all. Amy the type of girl that was probably around there helping up for that nigga against them children. I could call it. I could feel it. Amy was the type of stepmama that as long as he in front of them, she don't say nothing. She following whatever the nigga say. Because she don't want, you know what I'm saying? Right, wrong, and indifferent. She ain't gonna say nothing. She ain't gonna jump in and help them churn. And as a matter of fact, if he get mad enough, she gonna be on his side against the churn. I'm telling you what I get off the bitch. I'm telling you what I get off the bitch. She give me that kind of stepmama, just happy to be here. Hoping I don't get on his bad side. Yeah, he going off on them churn, and I'm gonna be quiet. But fuck, I'm glad to be here my damn self. I don't want to get you. I don't want no smoke with the nigga. If the churn get popped upside the head, I feel bad, but I don't want no smoke with the nigga. That's the kind of bitch she give to me. And it wasn't until the same situation you watch him do to other people turn on you. Now we have a problem. Now it's, I can't believe this. I need help. No, you don't. Take your lick. Because I'm pretty positive if you ask one of the Dwight Howard's churn, they'll tell you that's how she is. I'm telling you. She give me that tea. She ain't a bad person, but let me tell you something about the people like Amy Luciani when they marry these niggas. They don't physically do nothing to you bad. And in their mind, because they don't physically do nothing to you bad, they feel absolved of responsibility or accountability for what the nigga be doing around the house. So for instance, they'll feel like, well, I ain't hit the child, or I ain't punished the kid, or matter of fact, when he hit the baby, I went back and consoled the baby. And they think because they didn't physically do the harm that they good. But sitting back, allowing it, knowing what's going on and not saying nothing, you might as well jump in. You might as well jump in. That's just the energy I'm getting off of her. Lord.
I'm not mad at you for lying on me. And I love you.
This is the video. It says, after hearing my husband coach his 12-year-old son to lie on his sister and myself, I knew the only thing I'd have to protect me was to record the lie. I recorded me talking to my stepson, whom obviously is an innocent child, letting him know I recorded daddy, telling him to lie to protect daddy. You hear him replying saying, okay, when I said I'm not mad at you for lying on me. First of all, why in the hell is y'all bothering and pestering these children with y'all grown ass problems? Stop putting these children in your stuff. If he already pulling the children on the side, throwing them in the water and in the mix, why would you come back and throw them in the mix again? This is about Amy trying to save Amy. This is about Amy trying to save Amy. Because what is you record? I mean, it would be one thing if you say, let me record this for when we go to court, or if we got to go to court, I had this. But to put it on social media, girl, you clout chasing like he was. Let's get into the video. This is her, I guess, recorded talking to the son.
Still. And it is no beef, David, okay? You don't have to hide from me or run from me. I miss Amber. I'm going to be in this room in the corner. I'm not bothering you. You're innocent in this. But never forget, when you lie on people, David, you can get them killed, sent to prison or jail. You can. Yeah. So you must always tell the truth.
Yeah.
Telling the truth of what you lie, how you made them lie. What are you doing in Layla's room? Framing her? He's literally in her room, framing her. And I'm going to record it all.
This is messed up. That ain't even your kid. I don't give a damn how long you been around there playing stepmama. That ain't even your child. Why is you going to this child, recording this child, and trying, even if he lying, like, come on, this is dirty to me. Amy is a dirty girl. It says, after hearing my husband coach his 12-year-old son to lie, I think I read this one. No. Yeah, after hearing my husband coach his 12-year-old son to lie on his sister and myself, I knew the only thing I'd have to protect myself was to record the lie. I recorded me talking to my stepson, who obviously is an innocent child, letting him know I recorded daddy, telling him to lie to protect daddy. You hear him replying saying, okay, when I said I'm not mad at you for lying on me. Then it says, I told him I still love you, and he replies, I love you too. I love my stepchildren. I had their backs in that home. When my stepdaughter was taken out our home a few days ago for telling the truth, my husband knew once again he was in a world of trouble. As she was talking to CPS, he made her give him her cell phone. I heard him shuffling around in her bedroom, and I knew to record it because most likely he is framing her or putting something in her bedroom while she's gone to go against her claims. I found my Prince Charming. No, you did not. And this is so spirit killing to have to pick being kids' voices or staying in a marriage. What? I never gave a single detail of why I filed for divorce on month 6, and I won't even now. You can love a person with the highest level of connection and love, but the problem lays deeper in your spouse. You find yourself so torn. I have never posted something like this so personal. This is out of fear and protection. Oh, Amy girl. Oh, Amy girl. Let's get into this clip. I found a longer clip of Amy crashing, and we're going to get into it. Y'all get the likes up on the video. I can't play the cocaine. So let me make sure I don't do that. Hold on right there. Yeah, hold on. I don't want to play where she hold up the bag of coke because it's a big ass bag. But I will play that audio and then pull it back on here when she finished crying about the big bag. Here you go, girl. OMG. All right. Girl, look at the bag. Look like a bag of powder. It looked like powdered sugar. Look at the bag, y'all. It looked like powdered sugar, girl. That looked like a bag of flour. Like you could throw some drumsticks in there and shake it up to put it in the frying pan. How much coke that nigga need? I ain't know people be doing that like that. To where y'all need a big ass bag of it, bitch. How often he be snorting that shit? His nose ought to be broke. What? Damn. Child, let's get into Amy. This is a lot.
I'm fucking losing my fucking marriage to this shit. This shit right here. I told everybody, y'all got my stepdaughter was just taken by CPS because of her father. CPS and the police have been here 3 times in less than 3 months, and I stood in it with my husband, even though I was scared for my own self. Whatever he wanted me to say, whatever it was, I'm thinking this is my husband. I had everybody around me saying, even after I tried to divorce him the first time, everybody around me says, you can't leave your husband this soon. You said through sickness, through health, you said through good or bad. That's why I came back, but this is going way too far. But it's not even about me. It's about the kids. The stuff that I have to go through with he had him lying. I recorded it. He was coaching our son to lie on me, and I had to record it. And it's this shit. I try to tell everybody he needs some help. And ain't nobody would have fucking listened because he got the money. I kept saying, whatever, y'all don't understand. I live with him. He needs some help. And this is it. This is what I'm fucking losing my fucking marriage to. This shit.
Is that crack?
This shit right here. I told everybody, y'all got.
Is that crack? The way she pulled it up out the. You feel what I'm saying? Is that
crack? This shit right here. I told everybody, y'all gotta help him. He is spiraling. I'm in here with him. I'm trying to love him through it. I was going to run out the door. I was going to leave him. But everybody told me, don't leave him. He's struggling. I stayed, but not this year. We got the police involved. CPS, you're lying on me. You making up alibis. You got our son, my stepson, lying. And thank God I recorded it. And he innocent in this, but you said just to protect yourself, you would take anybody out, including me, and I can't let you do it no more. I don't want to share the dirty secrets. I don't want to go out like how everybody else did this man. But I got to protect myself now. I'm uncomfortable. Now, I don't know what is going to, I don't know. I'm uncomfortable. This man has the money. This man controls it all. And it's not about no money. I've been with this man for 14, 15 months. I never asked him for $1, nothing. I'm not on the credit cards. I just love him for him. But this shit is going too fucking far. And I'm so embarrassed. And I gotta even I'm just like, I don't know what to do. When I heard my stepson being coached to lie on me, I gotta protect myself now, and I know it's supposed to be through sickness and health, but this shit is scary. This.
Girl, you have to keep showing us, girl. We saw it the first 10 times you pulled it up, girl. You don't have to keep pulling it out now. Shit. How many times you gonna show us? You knew that nigga was on that powder. You knew he was on that booger sugar when you walked down the aisle and went down to the chapel, girl. Don't come on here showing us a grocery bag of powder and ask us what to do. You knew what it was when you got on the boat with the nigga. All of that. Putting all that crack in our face. We don't operate. That ain't normal to us. What you think we is? Bad Dolly? We don't normally have bags of cocaine around the house. We don't even know what that look like. Putting that shit in our face like that's normal. Ain't nothing normal about a grocery bag full of cocaine. And she look, we don't want to see all of that. Shit. We didn't even think that type of stuff was possible till you pulled up in the vehicle to show us. But anyway, Amy, you getting your lick. Take your lick and your karma because you deserve it. I'm pretty positive. Sorry. I'm pretty positive there was a lot around that house you turned a blind eye to. You acted Ray Charles, bitch. You was going slavery stupid and Jim Crow slow. So a lot of stuff going around there. The reason I know that is because you said you watched him coach the son to lie on other people. So I know you done seen some stuff going on around there. Don't come on here snotting and crying now because now he ready to pop you. Don't come on here. Don't do all that. You out of pocket now. Take your lick. Stop listening to people outside of your marriage. You only knew the nigga for 30 days before y'all got married. A bitch outside of that can't tell me I need to stick with him because I told God through sickness and health. I'd had to go back to God and say, Lord, I'm sick. I got to get up out of here. Lord, this nigga done made me sick. The vow say through sickness and health, the nigga done made me so sick I can't go through it no more. God gonna have to forgive me. I gotta go. I just don't think that God is sitting up somewhere mad at people leaving their marriages unless it's some jack stuff. But I don't think God's sitting somewhere saying, stay with that nigga even though he pop you in the back of your head. I don't think God's saying that. But the people on the outside who want to see you suffering anyway, they the ones going to tell you to stick around with the marriage. And let me also say this. You stuck around because it benefited you. To be Mrs. Dwight Howard benefited you. Now it don't benefit you. Here you go crying with the ugly face. You're so ugly when you cry, please. Just cut it out. We don't want to hear it. And if I was that son mama, I don't know who the little boy mama is or the little girl who done got picked up by CPS. But if I was one of their mamas, bitch, and I caught you in them streets and you done coached my son and put him on the internet and I don't give a damn if you put his face on there or not. Bitch, you done recorded my son and coached him and put him on the internet. Bitch, I might have to come out of my queendom to whoop your ass every time I see you up and down Peach Street. Bitch, don't play with my child. Because you beefing with the nigga. Bitch, keep mine out of it. You see what I'm saying? I'd have had to pull up on Amy because, bitch, you out of pocket. Now you trying to use my child to help you with the nigga. No, bitch. No, we not doing that. But anyways, Royce Reed came up because everybody, as soon as she came on here snotting and crying, everybody started freaking out. Like, girl, Didn't Royce tell you that? Royce been told you that. Royce been told you that. Royce been told you that. And just like y'all do when y'all get with the nigga, y'all get Jim Crow slow. Oh, she just hating. She just mad because he wanted her. Now, let me be clear. Do I think at some point in time, Royce was a little bit bitter about the way the relationship went in the beginning? Absolutely. Yeah, I do believe that there was some bitterness there. However, I don't believe Royce lied, especially when it came to certain details that she had gone over in her experience. I recall, we've talked about this on the channel a while ago, but I recall her going up on somebody's live panel and they were talking about their experience with Dwight Howard. I want to say it was a gay guy. And she came on there to corroborate what the gay guy went through, or the woman. I can't remember who it was, but whoever that person was that went through it with it, they were sharing stories back and forth, and everything lined up. People looked at Royce Reed as the hating ass girl who was a wish or has been that was on Basketball Wives who don't do nothing but twerk for her life. And y'all go to discount people and their thoughts and what they got to say, not realizing sometimes it could be saving your life. So just because y'all love seeing the bitch quote unquote level up with what y'all think be a level up, y'all big up Amy over there with that boy Dwight Howard, while this girl was over here saying, watch out. Now fast forward, here come Royce, and Royce said, nanny boo boo, that's good for your ass. Royce pulled out, so you met someone to rock you right off your heels. Goody, goody. And I ain't gonna lie. If I was Royce, I feel the same way. Girl, eat that. Girl, eat that. Eat that. Eat that, bitch. I don't want to hear it. Let's get into Royce. And we're going to get into the backlash Royce received because Royce said, girl, I don't care. Let's get into it.
Everybody else's fault? Wow. So you just don't think any of us fell for the antics either, right? None of us fell for the narcissism. Are you crazy, Amy? Amber? What is it? Like, are you serious right now? You call me crazy, right? You said I was jealous. You said I wanted him when it's always been about the damn kids. And now you want to sit here and cry and sit here and be like, it's because of what everybody else did to him. No, it's because of what he does to people.
Facts. And that's the part where I say Royce got it right. People like Amy are what we call not contributing factors, but that too, enablers. Y'all ever watch My 600-Pound Life? Put a 3 in the chat if you ever seen My 600-Pound Life. I'm going somewhere with this. On the show My 600-Pound Life, it's always somebody who can't wash their ass, can't walk, can't cook, can't do nothing. But also next to that person is an enabler. It's somebody that makes sure they get up and cook. Go to the grocery store, wash their, everything that the person needs for them, that enabler does that for them. Okay, that's the same situation with Amy Luciani and this boy. Amy is an enabler. She enabled this for 14 months. As long as it worked out well for Amy, it was fine. She even went on to say Royce was jealous and this, that, and the third. A lot of people on the internet probably was saying that as well. Plus, Amy has had many red flags to say that this was going to happen, but neither here nor there. What Royce said was true. It has never been about what people have done to Dwight. Dwight is probably an unhealed kid that's got money and started doing a whole bunch of stuff to other people. But an enabler would never see it that way because they're an enabler. They'll see it as he needs help. Y'all, everybody, I seen this person and that person. He need help. And that's the most dangerous person around these situations. The enabler. Shout out to Royce. She was right.
I was just first. I was collateral damage. Let's call Royce crazy. And people will believe it because I'm baby Jesus. Girl, shut up. It's everybody else's fault until you do right by me. It's always been about the kids. It's always been about the kids. Now you want to speak? I'm still blocked up, so I can't see what the f- I'm saying. But Now you want to speak because he brought you into it? Girl! Until you do right by me.
This is not.
Let me say this. A lot of people didn't like Royce's response. People felt like Royce was being inconsiderate, incompassionate, if that's even a word. But they just thought Royce was being dirty. Royce, if you could take it like that, then fine. But we not about to sit up here and coddle the person who should have known better. There are many things that Amy could have done differently to not land her in this situation. She didn't. And why don't y'all have that same compassion when the person is being warned and they going off on the person warning them, telling them, shut up, mind your business, you hating and you jealous. Y'all never tell the person who's being warned, hey, have some compassion. That person might be going through something and trying to show you something that you don't know. Y'all never have that compassion. It's always on the back end. It's always on the end of, well, she went through it, she messed up, but you should let it slide though and let her live. No, some people need the nanny boo-boo. Some people do, because that's how they can learn the lesson in situations. But Royce wasn't wrong. So after receiving a lot of backlash, Royce came back because people were saying she was wrong. And this is what she had to say. Who's laughing? This is sad as F. These kids never should have been in his custody, and she knew that. Look at the past. She allowed it. She condoned it. She participated in it. Crying now because she caught him lying on her is selfish AF. Royce not lying. It says it was about the kids, or if it was about the kids, she should have opened her damn mouth long time ago instead of leaving them for weeks to fend for themselves while you went on trips overseas. Remember, I told you about that social currency being with Dwight Howard. She gets a social currency. So let me tell you something. I know Royce ain't lying. I know Royce ain't lying. When Royce said you condoned it, I know Royce ain't lying, because one of the things Royce was saying was that allegedly her son allegedly got fondled with when he was a young boy under Dwight's care. Either under Dwight's care, or under her care, or both of their care. And in that situation, that's a whole nother story. But she has been coming out about saying stuff with him with kids. I'm pretty sure she saw that. I'm pretty positive she saw that. But like she said, you was getting flued out, so it was all good. You was on trips, doing this, that, and the third, so everything was cool in the neighborhood. But it really wasn't. The thing is, Amy is getting what she deserves, okay? She just is. I saw this video. Here's an old video of Royce from, I don't know how long ago this was. But this was Royce back in the day on this interview, and this is what she had to say about Dwight Howard back then.
I asked you, did you feel that Dwight was gay or bisexual? And you said, well, he liked some freaky stuff, but, you know, he never brought a man home or a trans home or anything else like that. So what have you been saying that made you feel like this was going to come out eventually?
Well, because of what I experienced and witnessed during quarantine. You didn't ask me about that. You asked me before.
What happened during quarantine then?
There were a lot of parties, and we're supposed to be on quarantine. So that was an issue in itself, because who are these people? Why are they here? You know, have they been tested? You're saying the world is ending, but yet you're inviting the world over. And it was all types of people. Every pronoun was there. And I was beyond like, I was shocked, because I had actually gone to sleep. I had taken a nap. I woke up and it was like the sun had just started going down. Like,
the reason why I covered the video, because Vlad likes to strike, y'all. So if you see me just on here, it's because Vlad likes to strike.
You can even see like the little fireflies. And I walk out and I felt like I was in an episode of something, because it's people throwing up over the balcony. Like, you got others cursing each other out, calling each other bitches. And then I'm sitting here, first thing after seeing this is, where's my child? So I walk in the house. I see him even before I walk in the house. What's wrong? Where's Braylon? I don't know. He's somewhere. Seriously? So I walk in the house, and that's when I see all the paraphernalia on the table, some with peanut butter. And I lose it. And then there's a girl who just peed in a seat.
Can I remind y'all too? Royce ain't clean in this neither. Royce ended up staying there with her son after she found all of this. I don't want Royce to come on here like she clean, because she not. After Royce went to his house, found every letter in the alphabet there and the paraphernalia with the peanut butter on it, Royce moved in with her son. I just don't want to, I don't want us to forget that part. Okay, so I'm gonna let Royce finish, but I don't want to forget that part.
And then I don't even know if Kitty was there. I might have met Kitty. I don't know. I met a lot while I was there. And I just went upstairs and I found Braylon, and he was in this room connected to his room with a TV. And I'm like, hey, hi, mommy. I'm like, you okay? He was like, yeah. And I'm like, what's wrong? Nothing.
In the conversation, I asked you, did you feel that Dwight was gay or bisexual? And you said, well, he liked some freaky stuff, but.
I'm not going to get on what I feel about that situation with her son, but I will say the ball was dropped on both ends. And I think that there's something gravely wrong with Royce and that nigga. Do you hear me? I'm not going to go there because that ain't what this is about. I just don't want Royce to come out here and act like, you feel what I'm saying? She didn't do a lot of questionable things as well. Because the things that she used to come on the internet and say went through with her son, that very house Royce in here hollering about had all of the alphabets in there. Royce was living, chilling during the pandemic. All of this, I didn't know if they had their shots, or I didn't know if they got tested. Royce was living there. Royce was living there. I'm not going to let Royce do that. Royce, you was living there with your baby teeth. Yes, you was. You was living there, and you was having a good time till you and Dwight got into it. Then you got kicked out or left. I can't remember. Yay! I was here, girl. I was there. You can't tell me I was there. You didn't leave the house till y'all got into it. And either he kicked you out or you left. That's when you came to the internet and told us about the paraphernalia with the LGBTQ. We didn't know about it till y'all got into it. I'm just saying. It's a conundrum around all of these girls. Because guess what? Like she's calling Amy an enabler. This one here was an enabler too. Because there's no way I would have knocked on the door to go get my child and you would have opened the door with cocaine paraphernalia, LGBTQ, A, F, B, and C, and all of these other people, and I ask you where my child at, and you say, I don't know. There's no way I'm coming in there and me and my child staying. If anything, you lucky I don't get the white boy sheriff over here to shut all this shit down. When my child in here, the fuck? You lucky. I'm dirty. I'll go get my child and on my way home call the police. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah, because, bitch, you got me messed up. Because you really playing in my face and my child place. I'm the type of bitch, I'm just coming to pick him up. Oh, it's cool. I ain't going to say nothing. On my way, bike. 911, what's your emergency? I don't even want to talk to y'all. Get the sheriff on the phone. Get the sheriff on the phone. I got an emergency. I'm just saying. Everybody different, but she stayed there. And look what she said when it happened. Well, you know, it was quarantine and people wasn't on the roads. But bitch, you got in your car and put gas in it to get on the road to go get your little boy. You couldn't put it in reverse to go back home? Pause, because I was there in 2020. You risk COVID, aliens, and all of that stuff to put the gas in the car to go get them, but you wouldn't risk it to put it in reverse to go back home? Oh, Royce, please. I told you I don't trust people with baby teeth. I don't. And Royce's whole top is baby teeth. I just, you know. But anyways, the son. So Royce's son came out and spoke. Royce and Dwight Howard's son came out and had a couple of words, not too much, but just a few words to say. Let's get into this. He is sitting in the dark. It says, Royce Reed and Dwight Howard's son responds to the recent backlash his father has received following Amy Luciani's drug abuse allegations. He quotes, "I hope you getting the help you need." Let's get into Royce and Dwight's son and what he has to say.
Man. Hey, dang. But my mama crazy. My side of the family crazy. I'm crazy. My sister crazy. My brother crazy. You feel me? But hey, you know what I'm saying? I hope, you getting the help you need. But I told y'all, man. My mama did too, especially. But it gets to a point you gotta learn to deal with certain things as you get older, bro. But hey, man, that's something right there I will never do. But you got it, bro. I've been known. Oh man,
he kind of spoke in circles. I don't know exactly what he was saying, but it sounds like he was saying that I guess Dwight says all of their side of the family is crazy. I think both sides. Remember when that man from Baltimore said it takes a village to raise a kid, but what happens if the village is retarded? ATL version. Right there. That's the ATL version. The whole village crazy. The children don't stand a chance because the mama and the daddy crazy. So what the children gonna do? You done had a baby with Royce. She slow as a turtle. Had her baby in there up under all kind of conditions because she trying to see what you got going on. Then you went double bike with Amy Luciani. And I don't trust no bitch who been married to a nigga for 14 months talking about them our kids. No, bitch. You don't know these sure. I don't trust no bitch jumping out the window wanting to be the stepmama. Something about that don't sit right with me. You didn't even get to know the children like that. 14 months, you don't know them children to be sitting up here hollering, our kids. Them ain't your children. That's a red flag. It's just so many red flags. Dwight makes sure he has the right hoes around him. Let's just stay with that. He makes sure he keep the right bitches around him. At any rate, we're going to move on because I'm about to get up off of here. Let's move on. This is crazy. I'm telling you, this is crazy. But I want to say this. When it comes to this Amy situation, only people I feel bad for is them kids. Because Amy thinking that her recording him and putting this on the internet, she was wrong. To record, even if he is coaching this little boy to lie. If you was going to record it, it would be one thing to record it and hold it for the judge so you can show the judge that he lied on you. But to record this kid and try to coach him, you are no better than Dwight. And then to post him on the internet, you lucky that ain't my little nephew or that wasn't my child. Because I'd have ran up on Ancient and what her name is, Amy, and bounced that hoe like a basketball. Bitch, don't play with my child on no motherfucking internet. Ho! Have you lost it? Because, bitch, if you have, I'm about to help you find it. Play with your mom. Don't play with my children on this goddamn internet. That's just me. I don't know. That's when the ignorant, unhealed part would have came out. Bitch, play with your mom, not mine. You see what I'm saying? But everybody think different, so we gonna move on. I just, girl, dry your eyes, Amy. Dry your eyes, girl. We don't want to hear all that ugly ass shit. For real. It's talking about our kids. Ain't no our kids, bitch. My daughter, my son. Where they mom at? Girl, couldn't have been me, bitch. You couldn't have been on no internet talking about our kids. Girl, who? The way I came out there like Glorilla's sister girl, like Glorilla's sister girl. Who? Which one? Not Liberius. Who the mama you is? Not Lil Dwight, bitch. Not that one. You know you gotta get that ignorant shit. Who? Not this one. Bitch, I'm going to hell or jail behind mine. Y'all know how them hoes be. I'm going to hell or jail behind mine, bitch. Not that one, hoe. Bitch, don't, yeah. Bitch, outside with the ignorant shit. Yeah, I probably would have did that behind that one, yeah. Bitch, don't play with mine. They ain't grown enough to say nothing either. Girl, play with your mom or your coochie before you play with me. Now, let's move on. We got to get to this last story. It ain't going to be long. But Daisy came out and said that Rollie is doing blood rituals down at the Zeus Network. Now, if y'all know anything about Zeus Network, you know that Zeus is a representation of the devil, right? And we all know this. It ain't nothing new. There has been rumors that there are all type of rituals, sex cults, and all type of stuff going on there behind the Zeus Network screen. Most of us talk about it, and some of us laugh about it like it's cool. But at the end of the day, when we start taking the playfulness off of this stuff and be serious, it's given to me when Daisy came out and said what she said about Rollie, it fell right in line. So for y'all who don't know what happened, Daisy, who's from Bad Gone Wild, who ended up whooping Rollie ass, beat that big bitch down, rolled her like a beanpole, girl, rolled her down the stairs like a basketball. You should have seen it. Daisy beat the cheese from behind Rollie's calves. You see what I'm saying? But anyway, they had their back and forth, and they always had their back and forth online. But Daisy came online recently and said that she saw Rollie drinking blood during a ritual behind the scenes. And let me just say this. A lot of people think that this is far-fetched. I feel sorry for you, babe, because it's not. People doing this every day and every night. As a matter of fact, go read the Epstein files. Not the Epstein files, the files, the IRS, not IRS. The FBI files. They tell you about people eating humans and drinking blood all the time. And if you know about the spirituality portion of this, you know that it is a ritual sometimes to do blood rituals, okay? So anyway, Daisy came out and made that accusation. I believe her because I believe that they all back there doing some stuff like that. But we're going to get into Daisy and her accusation, and then we're going to get into Rollie and her response. Check it out.
I just came on here to spit some gems to y'all. I will be live on TikTok later. I'm going to show the video. I'm tired of this bitch acting like she's so fucking innocent. She don't worship the devil. Bitch, you worship the devil. Y'all believe in the devil, and that's who y'all worship. Y'all worship a higher power. You know, when people like, it's a higher power. They worship a higher power. The video of Rollie drinking the man blood after they staple his nuts to the fucking after they staple his nuts to the wooden plank. It's like a wooden. It was like a wooden like you know how like a 4x. I don't even know what it's called, but it wasn't that big. It was little. Have you guys ever watched Ed, Edd and Eddy and you remember Plankton? No, not Plankton. What's his name? Plank. His name was Plank. Yeah. It's a video. I have the video on my phone, y'all. I just been waiting to post it, but I'm gonna show you guys on my TikTok live later the video of the bitch drinking the nigga blood. They don't believe in God. You know what it is? The difference between me and them is the only person I'm scared of is God, our Father, the person who created us. They're scared of their higher ups telling them, "Oh, you can't come to another season." I don't give a fuck about that. Bitch, I've been popping before that. I just came on here to spit some gems here.
So she said that they got the blood from stapling a man's genitals to a board. I know I don't normally talk like this over here. But for those of y'all who know about these rituals, you know that this is not far-fetched. What she's saying might sound asinine to some of y'all because y'all ain't never heard nothing like this. But I promise you, it's going to come out in the wash. I feel like she's telling the truth because where would she get that much detail as to her drinking the blood? It would be one thing if she lied and said, I seen her drinking blood. I don't know. I think she got it from this person. She said where she got it from. And if y'all understand Zeus Network like you should, which I know most of you don't, then you know that there's a lot of demonic stuff that happens behind the scenes. And I told y'all, I think they use Summer in those rituals all the time. Not just Summer, all of these girls getting scalped, That's a part of a ritual being performed. Blood, anytime these girls bleed, that is a part of a ritual. Even peeing or throwing pee on each other and the way that they beat Summer, that is a ritual, man. Y'all seeing it as just regular life, but that's a ritual. But anyway, I ain't gonna get on that because y'all gonna say I'm just taking up for her, and I'm not trying to make no bitch who can't see nothing. Take it how you want. If you want to just say I'm helping up for Summer, fine. Hopefully one day you'll wake up. If not, oh well. Motherfucker, let your mother love you. I ain't even gonna hold you. I can't save everybody. I can only give y'all the real spiel. I have been believing since the beginning that there was some ritualistic stuff, especially sex cult wise, because we've been hearing since the beginning that they be out there selling coochie. We ain't just started hearing this. Yeah, and every time they have a fight, they on the checkerboard floor, ain't it? Damn near every fight they have at the end of an episode is on a checkerboard floor. But that's too much. It might go over a lot of people's head over here, but neither here nor there. I believe Daisy. And I believe if they stapled the man's genitals to a board, it was some sort of sex ritual, and they was able to do a blood ritual from the sex ritual by the blood probably coming from his scrotum or something like that. If you know, you know. So anyway, this one I knew it was true. Rollie's response. So if somebody came out and said that they saw me in a ritual drinking blood, the very first thing I'm going to say in response is that is a lie. That's my very first thing. You a mother effing lie. Bitch, you ain't seen me sit drinking no blood, bitch. Boo-ba-doo-boo. That's just the normal response. Not Rollie. Rollie's response is there's no video of me drinking the blood. Let's get into it, y'all.
If I had a video of one of my ops drinking blood, what do you think that I will just post it instead of talking about it? There's no fucking video that even exists like that on this goddamn planet. Ever will exist. So as I said, for the dummies in the back, believe it. You keep asking about it. Bitch, I don't have a video of it, and neither does she, because it doesn't exist. This is just the person that y'all giving nothing but clout to. Literally. That's like I said, that's why I addressed it. Because why the fuck would I address something that's not true? That's stupid as hell. And then you got people like most of y'all on here like, we want to know about the blood. Bitch, did you see it? Did you see it? Did you see it? You didn't see shit. So, make sure you guys check your IQs before you come to my shit. Because there's no way in hell y'all believe in this shit. There's no way in hell. No way in hell y'all believe in this shit. I'm starting to believe the baddie fans. We got the wrong side of the IQ for the baddie fans. For real. If I had a video of one of my ops.
Again, she never once said it's a lie. It's not true. I didn't do it. When, not if, when this comes out in the wash, I want all of the people, and when I say this, I don't just mean Rollie and Daisy. When this Zeus network tea come out in the wash, I want everybody who's been windmilling with their head down for this network to be honest with themselves and say, I fucked up. Because it's coming sooner than later. It wouldn't surprise me if they inducted Lex into a blood ritual, and that's why she round up pounding that girl face into the mud. God keeps showing y'all the truth, and y'all just want to believe your lying eyes. So with that being said, I'm going to get off of it, but I'm telling you now, everything done in the dark will come to the light. And this is going to come to the light. I believe it. She never once said I didn't do it. So with that being said, whatever she said Rollie did, she did that shit. You got to keep in mind, Rollie is the most unattractive person on the show. This is no shade. She stink. She fat. She ugly. She not ugly. She not ugly, but she stink. She big. Her knees overknocked. She ain't just got regular knock knees. Them bitches done knock so hard, it done tore the wood and the paint off the door. You see what I'm saying? She's not attractive inside or out. She probably the first one running up for the blood ritual. because she got the most to gain by doing the blood ritual. She probably lead the blood ritual to show her alliances and her allegiance, because without Zeus, Rollie is nothing. She's just a big, fat, funky, nasty, cheesy, greasy, dirty, knock-knee slut. She ain't nothing without Zeus. So she probably the one out there pouring up the blood in the cups for the people, stapling the man nuts down to the board. Here you go. I can see her big ass waving them damn big ass arms around, pouring everybody blood in the cup. Here you go. Lemmy, you got your cup? Oh, all right. I can see that big bitch wilding around that table to do that. I can see it. Whatever they said Rollie did, she did it. I don't give a damn what nobody said. I believe Rollie did it. She got everything to gain and all to lose. Okay? With that being said, I ain't gonna beat the Zeus Network horse. Y'all already know how it is. Everything done in the dark though will come to the light. Jay New Orleans, thank you for the super chat, says, what if she purposely married him because his patterns guaranteed this exact evidence, and now she has a payout and evidence? Ooh, never thought about that. Talking about Amy. That's just lawsuit whisperer in me. Oh, and it says out narcissist and a narcissist. Hello? Now, if that's the key and that's the T, I'm here for it. I ain't even gonna lie. Yeah, I'm here for it. I hate it at the expense of them kids, but if that's the case, I'm here for it. Think smarter, not harder. Thank you, Jay New Orleans. And Belicious, thank you so much for the super chat. Says, did you see Egypt Chris get knocked the F out? Girl, did I? Poor Egypt. And she looked like a little boy when she did it. Oh, she looked it so bad. Egypt looked this so bad. We'll discuss her tomorrow for Malone Madness Monday. It looked like they had in the ring. Looked like she wasn't in the ring for 5 minutes. That girl put her ass to sleep like Rockhead be putting Junior. Child, let me get up off here. I love y'all down to the ground. I'll catch y'all later tomorrow for the Malone Madness Monday. Make sure y'all pull up, pull over, and pop out. I'll see y'all on the next one. Peace.
Mic check, 1 2 1 2. We live, baby. Come on. That's right. Okay. Can you hear me now? Oh, let's go. It's your boy Big Chew, the voice of the beat. You know what I won't blaze up. Come on, blaze up.
It's the beat for me.
Wow, 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 for your guy, for your B-O-Y. Drop it for your guy, for your B-O-Y. Do it for your guy, for your B-O-Y. Come on, baby, we are. For your boy. For your boy. Also for your boy. Fix it for your boy. Drop it for your, lift it up. Then they bust it open, lift it up. Yeah, come on, lift it up. Then they bust it open for your B-O-Y. For your rockin' for your lift it up, baby. Mix it with your bossa now. Come on, Blaze, so you know. Drop me a nasty beat.
Mr. Carroll, how you give the voodoo doll time to talk? I don't get no fucking time to talk.
Who the voodoo doll is?
The nigga you just had up here.